Urgent Washington Commanders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Washington Commanders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Commanders fans! Today, I've got some exciting news that's going to shake up the entire NFC East and definitely get you talking. You see, the Washington Commanders, a team that has been looking for that spark, that extra piece to push them over the edge, just made a bold move on their defense. They've officially signed Zadarius Smith, the veteran edge rusher known across the league for his relentless pressure and game-changing plays. If you're a fan of the Commanders, or even if you're just a football enthusiast who loves to see teams invest in their future, you're going to want to stick around for this one. Because this move isn't just about adding another player to the roster, it's about signaling the team's intentions to compete at a higher level, to really solidify their defense and make a statement in 2024. Now, let's talk a little about Zadarius Smith himself, because this isn't just a random signing. Smith has been a prominent figure in the NFL for quite some time now. Since entering the league, he's established himself as one of the most disruptive pass rushers, especially when it comes to pressuring quarterbacks. His ability to get to the pocket quickly, to bend around blockers, and to sack the quarterback has made him a nightmare for offensive lines across the league. And if you've been watching the NFL closely over the past few seasons, you'll know how crucial a player like Smith can be, not just for his individual stats, but for how he elevates the entire defense. His presence on the field commands attention, opening up opportunities for teammates to make plays, and forcing offenses to game plan around him. What makes Zadarius Smith such a valuable addition for the Commanders? Well, it's a combination of his skill set, his experience, and his leadership qualities. He's not just a player who rushes the passer, he's someone who understands the nuances of pass protection, who can set the edge against the run, and who brings a competitive fire that's contagious in the locker room. His speed and agility allow him to be versatile, often lining up on the outside but also capable of rushing from different angles, keeping offensive linemen guessing. That kind of unpredictability is exactly what the Commanders need to keep opposing offenses on their toes. With Smith on the line, quarterbacks will think twice before dropping back comfortably, because they know he's lurking, ready to pounce. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Washington Commanders news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. But beyond just his on-field skills, Zadarius Smith brings a veteran presence that Washington desperately needs. The team has been in a bit of a rebuild mode, trying to find that perfect mix of young talent and seasoned veterans who can lead the way. Smith, with his experience in the league and his track record of success, fits perfectly into that mold. His leadership, both on and off the field, is expected to be a catalyst for the younger players on the roster. Players like Chase Young, Montez Sweat, and others in the pass rush rotation will surely benefit from having a player like Smith around, someone who has seen it all, played in big games, and knows what it takes to succeed. Now, let's zoom out for a moment and take a look at how the signing fits into the bigger picture for Washington. The team has been steadily building up its roster, making strategic moves in free agency and the draft, aiming to become more competitive in the NFC. Last season, the Commanders showed flashes of brilliance, moments where their defense kept teams at bay, and their offense was able to capitalize. But consistency has been the issue. They've struggled at times to generate pressure on the quarterback, which is a crucial element in today's NFL where passing games are so dominant. By adding Zadarius Smith, the team is sending a clear message: they want to be more aggressive, more disruptive, and more difficult to game plan against. And let's not forget the importance of this move from a psychological standpoint. When an opponent faces the Commanders now, they'll have to account for Smith's presence on every snap. His reputation alone can cause offensive line confusion, drawing extra attention and freeing up teammates to make plays. It's a strategic boost that could pay dividends throughout the season, especially in third-down situations and late-game scenarios where every sack and disruption counts. The coaching staff is surely excited about integrating him into the defensive schemes, knowing that his skill set complements what they're trying to build. Looking ahead, fans are naturally curious about when Zadarius Smith will make his debut in the burgundy and gold. The team is likely to be cautious, especially considering any injury concerns or the need for him to get fully acclimated with the defensive system. But the anticipation is high. Imagine the roar of the FedEx Field crowd when he finally sacks a quarterback or forces a crucial turnover. That's the kind of energy and momentum shift that can turn a season around. And with the talent that Zadarius Smith brings, there's a real hope that he'll be a game changer, a player who can alter the course of games and help Washington climb back into playoff contention. And speaking of the team's recent history, it's worth noting that the Commanders have been on an interesting trajectory over the past few seasons. After a couple of tough years where they struggled with consistency, injuries, and finding the right identity, they've shown signs of progress. The addition of key players like Smith signals a commitment to building a more formidable defense, one that can stand toe-to-toe with the best in the league. The front office has been vocal about their goal of not just competing, but contending, and signing a player of Smith's caliber is a statement of intent. Now, let's talk about the potential impact in terms of statistics. While it's early to predict exact numbers, it's reasonable to expect Zadarius Smith to rack up around 8 to 12 sacks in the upcoming season, given his track record. His ability to pressure the quarterback often results in hurried throws, incompletions, and turnovers. The Commanders' secondary, already talented with players like Kendall Fuller and Emmanuel Forbes, will benefit immensely from the pressure Smith can generate up front. This combination of pass rush and coverage could transform the team's defensive stats, pushing them closer to those top-tier NFL defenses. Furthermore, Zadarius Smith's signing isn't just about immediate impact. It's also about setting a foundation for the future. The Commanders have a young core of defensive players who are eager to learn from someone with Smith's experience. His leadership could help develop the next generation of pass rushers and defensive linemen, creating a culture of relentless effort and high standards. This is crucial because building a sustainable, dominant defense requires more than just talent, it demands mentorship and a winning mentality. Looking at the broader league context, the NFC East is no joke. The Eagles, Cowboys, and Giants are all loaded with talent, and every game is a battle. The Commanders know they need to step up defensively if they want to compete seriously. A player like Zadarius Smith could be the piece that tips the scales in close games, especially late in the season when every play counts. His experience in crucial moments, playoff runs, and high-pressure situations makes him an asset that Washington's coaching staff will rely on heavily. As we wrap up this detailed look, it's clear that the Washington Commanders are making a statement. They're not just trying to be a decent team, they're aiming for greatness. The signing of Zadarius Smith is a clear signal that they're serious about improving their defense, about fighting for a playoff spot, and about giving their fans something to cheer for. It's a move rooted in ambition, and it could very well be a turning point for the franchise as they look to reclaim their place among the league's elite. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Are you excited about what Zadarius Smith brings to the team? Do you think he can be the game-changer the Commanders need to finally break through and make a deep playoff run? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of this team. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, interviews, and behind-the-scenes insights, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Commanders!